Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching today. Today I'm just a few minutes early on Facebook today because it's a busy day today. And I just wanted to start a little bit sooner, and there I am live on Facebook. So today I'm going to go over the key principles of success in real estate. For 30 years of being in real estate, seen hundreds and thousands of agents, see what success is. I'm going to give you three key principles to think about that you need to have or need to do and think about to be successful in real estate sales. So one of the things is, I'm going to go over those three in a minute, but success in anything comes from that overcoming the things that daily that doing the things you have to do and overcoming the things you want to do. Do you understand that? Do all of us say, hey, if we won the lottery, what would we do today? You know, when you were a kid, did you ever have that, or even as an adult, did you have that thought? You're like, God, what would I do if I won the lottery, had all the money, because we know we work for money to support ourselves and our family and prosper and save and retire someday. That's what most of us are. But there are people out there. There are people out there, and not many of them that I know, that are doing every day, doing what they want to do every day, and don't need to make that decision every day. So I have to do this, but I want to do that. I want to go golfing. I want to go for a hike. I want to go swimming. I want to go hang out with some family and friends. I want to go on vacation. Obviously, being real estate, you may love what you do for a job and for a living, which is great too when you get to that point. Like, I love what I do. So one of the things is that you have to think about daily is, what am I doing today to get away from the things that I want to do? Watching too much TV, taking too much time in the morning getting ready for the day. At the end of the day, you're shutting down because there's no more. You don't have any appointments left for the day, so it's 5, 6 o'clock, and you're doing nothing that's work-related from 5, 6 o'clock on. And then, hey, I know what you do as realtors. I've been doing it for so long. Sometimes you look in, and I remember doing this when I was in my 20s. I got into real estate at age 22. You know how hard it is for a 22-year-old to work till 10, 11 o'clock at night, from 7, 8 in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock at night, when they hear their friends and they're still in school going out on a Tuesday night, or they have 9 to 5 jobs. Like, hey, meet us for a happy hour. Let's go out and have some fun. I'm like, no, I've got about 5 or 6 more hours of work. And back in the early 90s, my friends and back then used to laugh at me because I always showed up in a suit wherever they were towards the end of the night, just to say hi for about an hour or less sometimes, because I was working the whole time. So any pictures you saw of me with friends back in the early 90s and mid 90s, when I'm in my early 20s, mid 20s, I was wearing a suit. But I made the choice back then. I want to do this as a job and career, and I gave up what I really wanted to do to succeed. But I always knew, and hopefully you see the same thing, that you work hard now to be able to do the things you want to do more often later in life. You don't want to be 70, 80, 90 years old or more and still have to work because you don't have any savings. And if you're a full-time realtor, let me tell you this. A full-time realtor, you are a 1099 employee or independent contractor. There is no pension for you. You have to create your own pension. You have to create your own wealth. When you stop selling, what are you going to be doing for income? Do you have enough savings? Are you going to continue doing this forever and hope that you have income then? So these are things you got to think about. But back to the point of that, I went off on a little tangent there, is every day you've got to do things and make sure there's more days than less days of doing the things that you have to do. And hopefully you enjoy those too, of working in real estate, than doing the things that you want to do. because it's sad. It's sad when you see, and then you have to balance those. You have to balance those, and hopefully most of us do in some way. But I see people out there. You've heard stories. I've known people that have 2, 3 jobs, that work 7 days a week. Do you know anybody like that? Are you one of those people? Do you know? I mean, I've known people, and I've had friends, and I've had friends that have children that have to work 3, 4 jobs because they need to support their family, and they have almost zero time to do what they want to do, and they spend all their time doing what they have to do. And then there's that other extreme. There's people that just do what they want to do and somehow get by. Again, most of those people don't succeed. I mean, but hey, if there's some people that are already hit their goals and won the lottery or got to that point of retirement and saved up enough money, have a pension, and they get to do every day what they want to do, that's great. But they did the hard work to get there. There's not too many people that right out of college or right out of when they're young go, okay, I get to do whatever I want from 20 years old on to the rest of my life. This rarely happens. But balancing that's the key to happiness. So, but the 3 things are, and I have them here right down in my notes to think about every day, the key to success in the principles of success in real estate. Number 1 is conquering the physical part of this business, the physical part of making the calls, physical part of communicating with your clients, the physical part of knocking on doors, the physical part of negotiations and working and communicating and working with the other agent, the physical part of doing the research and finding the comps and doing the research of what's happening in the market, and the physical part of taking the photos and doing the paperwork and processes and procedures, and doing the physical part of following up with the loan officer and the title company, the physical part of going out there and giving them the keys, and physical part of going to inspections, and you got to conquer all the physical things that you need to do in this business. And I just went over some. We all know that there's many, many, many more things that we do as realtors, but you have to conquer being able to do all of them, because there's all of those things I said. No matter what transaction you're in, you're going to have to do all of those, and of course many more. Number 2, you have to work on your mind and empower yourself to know that the sky's the limit in real estate. So almost daily, you've got, in the morning when you start your day, is you got to have the mindset to know that the day is open for opportunity to find more buyers and sellers. You can do it. Every agent out there, because every single person that you talk to or communicate with is a potential client. You can get business every day. You can. Yes, you can. Don't think, oh, I didn't get any business today. You can if you really want to do. If you really put your mind into it, you made the calls, you did the door knocking, you reached out to your past clients, you reached out to your sphere of influence, you could find somebody that is buying or selling a house or thinking about buying or selling a house soon. It's just how much you want to work at. That's the beauty of our business. Go get some business today. Go get it. You can do it. But you have to empower yourself to know that you do that, your mind, that you have the ability every day and not sitting back and waiting things to fall on your lap. And then 3, very simple, just kind of what I said in the first 2, you got to prospect. You've got to prospect daily. You've got to get over any fear of the phone, fear of door knocking, fear of rejection. You have to get over that. You have to prospect. It's not going to fall in your lap. You can't just put a sign out or put an ad or let all your people on Facebook or your social media know, hey, now I'm an agent. Start calling me. Not going to happen. Especially in today's day, it's not going to happen because there's more realtors today than ever has been in the history of real estate. And I think it's going to get a little bit more. So, and I see more and more agents, I did say this in other videos, I see more and more agents telling their friends and family about how they got into real estate and doing well. Now they're friends and family. So now you have competition. So you have more competition out there. Again, in Northeast Ohio, there's 10,000 realtors. In Ohio, there's over 35,000 realtors. That's not a lot. Actually, you think that's a lot, but I know in, I believe it's Orange County, we're in Los Angeles. If it's Orange County, I think it's like, the Real Housewives of Orange County. I think it's Los Angeles. But I know I have a broker friend there, and their MLS, just in that county, 70,000 realtors. That's double of what's in Ohio. So if you think we're saturated with competition, just imagine in other parts of the country they're really saturated with agents there and lots of competition in what you have to do. So you got to get over the fear of prospecting. You've got to do it. You've got to pick up that phone every day. You've got to be organized. You got to put things in for follow-up calls. It works. It's whoever follows up, who's ever at the right place at the right time, whoever's at top of mind, and they know you, trust you, and know you're going to look out for their best interests, they will use you to buy a house. In Northeast Ohio, there's probably, I'm just doing this, I'm thinking well over a thousand different real estate companies. Now, of course, they all have pluses and minuses and positives and negatives, and there's a fit for every agent. That's why there's all these different companies. They're keeping their agents happy, and they feel that that's the best fit for them. But every major company that has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of agents, like us, almost 500 agents with our office, every single company has agents that are very, 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 very successful, and every company has ones that are doing zero. There's not one real estate company that has a significant number of agents, 100, 200, 300, that doesn't have agents that are doing zero that year, just for whatever reason, their personal lives are just not applying themselves, and every major company has very successful agents. So the point I was using at that is that no matter where you're at is where you can succeed at what you're doing. There's not one company out there that could say, you're with us, you're going to succeed and do excellent and be a rock star in real estate. No one could say that. If anybody said that to you, they're lying, flat out. They can't tell you that because they don't know how much hard you're going to work. It's your business. The company's there to motivate you, train you, support you, help you, give you the tools and systems and the things that you need to help grow your business, but it's ultimately you. And you got to get over that prospecting fear if you have fear of prospecting. So that's it for today on this Friday, the 9th of July already. So remember, use me as a resource. Feel free to call, text, email me anytime. I'm happy to set aside time for you to help you with real estate, brainstorm, help you with life in general. My opinion and my experience, I'm always happy to help in any way that I can. So that's it. Have a great Friday, a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.